in our last lesson, we talked about so in our last lesson we talked about strange or unusual homes. We spoke about Angus, who lives. Alaykum salam. Hi, Salma. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about our last lesson. So you can see that Angus lives in a lighthouse and he likes it there, of course, because he likes the weather. Not really, sorry, he doesn't like the weather. He likes the view. The weather can get really bad in the winter. He said it's cold and windy, but this is a good thing because it keeps him fit when he needs to go up and down the stairs. So this is Angus. And we also talked about Meg. She lives with her husband in a motorhome. She likes the freedom. She has central heating. She has air conditioning. So she likes it very much. Okay, and then what do we have? I think we finished exercise 6. We also finished exercise number 8, right? So did we finish number 8? I can't remember. I think we finished exercise 8 because we didn't start here yet. Yeah, we finished number 7. I'm sure we finished number 7, but I can't remember if we finished number 8. Okay, so let's answer number 8 together very quickly. So the idea here, of course, we need to use present perfect or past simple. These are the two options. I think
we finished it.
You finished it?
Yeah.
I can't remember. But okay, let's do it very quickly, like a revision. So number 1, what's your friend's name? What about number 2, Selma? What's the right answer? What do you think? Is it present perfect or is it past simple?
How long did you know him?
Are you sure?
No.
It should be present perfect, right?
Yeah. How long? How long do you know him, sir?
But not do. What do you think, Rashid? Number 2.
Have.
Yes. And after have, Selma, have you known? Correct. How long have you known him? That's correct. Okay, Rashid, what about number 2? I mean 3. Is it present perfect or past simple? Number 3. What do you think?
I think past simple.
You're right. It's past simple. So what do we say? What's the answer?
Where's you first met?
How do we make questions using past simple? What do we use? Do we use do, or do we use is? Or do we use something else? What do you think, Sophia? What do we use in past simple? What's the auxiliary verb we use in past simple, Sophia?
Where was you?
Close, but was, we use it for verb to be.
Where?
Where is also verb to be. We don't want verb to be.
Where?
No, we don't
Where
want...
do you?
Did you?
Yes, did. Because this is past simple, right? Where did you first? And what about the verb? Do we leave it in the infinitive or do we change it in questions?
Change it.
Do we say met him? Where did you first met him, or where did you first meet him? What do you think? Meet or met?
Meet.
Right, because this is a question, so we have to put it back in the infinitive. Okay, Sophia, what about number 5? What do you think? Is it present perfect or is it past simple?
Present perfect.
Correct. So how can you complete it?
Yes, how long have he lived there?
Is it live or lived or live?
Live.
What do we use after past perfect? After present perfect? شنو التصريف اللي يجي بعد present perfect؟
been.
ايه اللي هو التصريف الثالث صح؟ وشنو التصريف الثالث اللي live؟
I don't know.
Lived, right?
Lived, yes.
And with he, do we say have or do we say has?
Has.
Yes. So we say,
Has lived.
can you say the whole thing together? مع بعضها.
How long have
Have
he
ولا
has
has?
lived? How long has he lived there?
Yes, excellent. How long has he lived there? Correct. Okay, Rashid, what about the next one? Number 6. Is it past simple or is it present perfect in your opinion? شنو رأيك? Which one?
present simple.
Present simple or past simple?
Past simple.
Correct. So this means number 6 is like number 3, right?
Yes.
Correct. So can you
Where
answer it?
does he live?
Again, can you check number 3? Okay.
Where did he lived before?
Correct. But do we say live
Live.
or lived?
Live.
Yes.
Live.
We say live. We don't say lived because it's a question. And in the question, we have to use the infinitive. So where did he live? Did he live? Very nice. Okay, Selma, number 8. What about number 8?
How long has he was there?
So number 8 is like number 8 is like number 5, Selma.
Okay. How long has he been?
Right. Correct. How long has he been there? How long has he been there? Very good. And Sophia, the last one, number 9. What do you think is the correct answer? Remember that number 9, Sophia, is like
Yes.
number.
When was you last seen him?
But number 9 is like number 2. Like number 3, sorry.
When did you last seen him?
Is it seen him or see him? Do we use the present, the past participle? هنستعمل التصريف الثالث ولا نستعمل الانفينيتيف التصريف الأول؟
okay, see. Infinitive.
Right. So in the past
When
simple.
did you
كملي صح.
when did you last see him?
Correct. When did you last see? Did you last see him? اوكي فمهم جدا يا جماعه نعرف الفرق بين ال present perfect وال past simple وامتى نستعملهم. alright. لو جتكم دلالات او time phrases زي first، هذا معناه يبقوا المره الاولى اللي انتم درتوا فيه الاكشن، هذا معناه حنضطر نستعمل past simple. When did you first meet him؟ او مثلا زي رقم 9 when did you last see him. لما تلقوا first وتلقوا last صعب نستعملوا ال present perfect، يعني ال present perfect مش مخصص للمواعيد المحددة، ما نقدرش نستعملوا المواعيد المحددة present perfect، نستعملوه للفترات اللي هي كم ليك تعرف الشخص، مثلا قداش ليك تخدم غادي، الأسئلة بالشكل هذا بالنمط هذا we use present perfect. لكن اللي فيها زمن محدد موعد محدد هذه past simple. اوكي. وايضا في تصريفهم لو عندنا present perfect دائما عندنا ال have or has and then we have the past participle تصريف الثالث. and if it's past simple we have to use did. ما يمشيش الحال was، ما يمشيش الحال does, so we have to use did. This is the idea. All right, so let's move to talk about our next topic. So meet the parents. So let's start here with a few words. So I want you to take a look at this box and I want you to see if maybe any of these words are new. So all of these words are related to, you know, going to parties, going to dinner, invitations, social events, this kind of thing. So going to dinner. So this is what we want to talk about here. So I'm just going to read the words for you and tell me if any of these words are new, okay? So we have a host, a hostess, a guest, invite someone to dinner, accept an invitation, refuse an invitation, arrive early, arrive on time, arrive late, greet someone, shake hands, bow, kiss someone on the cheek. So,
السلام عليكم.
Alaikum salam. Hi, Sohaib, how are you today?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, so these words, what does it mean when we say a hostess or a host? Who knows what this means, this word, hostess, host? Does anybody know what they mean?
Can I try it in Arabic?
Can you try it in English first?
I think a host like you.
Yes, if we want to talk about Zoom, I'm the host, correct?
In meeting.
Yeah, in this meeting, I'm the host because I'm inviting all of you to the lesson.
Yes, الداعي.
Yes, it's so host is the opposite of guest, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the idea. So host is the person who invites. Alaikum salam. Hello, Noha, how are you today?
Fine, sorry for interruption.
No, it's okay. So we're just talking about the difference between host and guest. So, of course, host is the person who invites, just like in medicine, who invites the parasite, right? This is the host, because hosts invite parasites. This is the idea. All right, so host, hostess, but what's the difference between a host and a hostess? Who can tell me? Is there a difference or is it the same thing, or what do you think?
What?
The difference between host and hostess. Is there a difference?
Different, yeah. Host for men and hostess for women.
That's correct. You're right. That's correct. Okay, so invite someone to dinner. I think everybody knows this. It's not new. Accept an invitation. It means you say yes, right? So if I invite you and you say, yes, I'll come, this means you accept the invitation, right? So this is accept. What does it mean when you refuse an invitation? Who can tell me? Refusing an invitation, what does this mean?
You say no.
You say no.
No. No.
Yeah, it means no, I can't come, I don't want to come. You know, you refuse an invitation. So this is what it means. Okay, so arrive early, arrive on time, arrive late. I think this is clear, not new. What does it mean to greet someone? Greeting someone, what does it mean?
Said hi for us.
Exactly. We say hi, we say hello, we can shake hands, right? So you can greet someone by shaking your hand. You can, what other greetings do we have? I mean, in Libya, how do people greet other people in Libya? What do we do? Do we shake hands? Do we hug? Do we kiss on the cheek? What do we do in Libya?
Hello and تفضل invite على طول.
Yeah, but when we greet someone, is there something we do in Libya? Is there a way we greet people? Do we do something? For example,
shake hands.
yeah, I think we shake hands. If you meet
Yes.
someone new for the first time, you shake their hands, right? But what about kissing on the cheek? Do we do this in Libya? Do people kiss each other when they meet?
No, just in Eid and in
You mean in formal occasions only?
yes.
Or maybe when someone comes back from, I don't know, from another country, right?
Yes.
That's correct. Yeah, so usually we kiss people on the cheek if there is a special occasion. Eid, maybe. Maybe someone had a baby, right? But
Yeah, in wedding.
in weddings, yeah. So we do this. What about bowing? Do you know what it means to bow? Do you see what people from China and Asia and Japan do when they meet each other?
Yes.
Hi, say hi from away.
Not exactly. They do something with their bodies. They go like this, right?
Okay.
So what's this in Arabic? To bow.
انحناء.
Yeah.
Yes, in Hinai. So this is common in, I think, Japan, Korea, China, right? People, they bow when they meet each other.
In India.
India also, I think they bow too in India. I'm not sure, but I think maybe yes. Anyway, so all of this you can see is related to, so you can get the idea of what the lesson is about. So the lesson is about parents, parties, invitations, things like this, okay? So now let's move on. And here we have a few questions. All right. So the first question they're asking, when was the last time you went to dinner at someone's house? Okay, so let's start with, okay, let's see here, Samiha, what about you? When was the last time you went to dinner at someone's house?
It was yesterday.
Yesterday, so it's still fresh.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So who was the host or the hostess?
My uncle.
Okay, so your uncle was the host.
Yeah.
And what did you say what did you say and do when you arrived? Is there something you said?
Shake hands.
You shaked hands?
Yes.
Okay. Are there any words, specific words you used, you said? Any greetings?
No, nothing specific. Just hi, how are you?
Okay. Hi, how are you? Okay.
Yes.
And you shook hands.
I miss you.
Miss you. Where have you been? Why don't you come? You
Yeah.
forgot about us. we're still alive, you know, that kind of stuff. Did they say
Yeah.
that to you?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Are you still alive?
Are you still alive? Yeah. Okay. And in general, how many guests were you? Or was it just you? Or you and your family?
How many what?
How many guests, I mean?
No, just me and my husband and
Mhm.
son.
Okay, so two guests, just two guests, you and your husband.
Just yes.
Okay, okay. And they're asking again about greetings. You said you just shook hands, right?
Yes.
Did you say, like, for example, the Assalamu alaikum, good evening, something like this, or just in silent mode? You shaked hands in silently and you came in?
No, say hi. How are you?
Mhm.
That's it.
Okay, okay. And what time did you leave? Did you stay late or did you leave early?
Yes.
You stayed late?
Yes.
Mm.
Was a
Okay.
long day. Very nice day.
All right. So you enjoyed the invitation.
Yes.
Okay, that's nice. All right. So this is a great example of, you know, a dinner at someone's home. Let's see someone else. Who can tell us about the last time maybe they were invited for dinner or lunch? Doesn't have to be dinner. It could be lunch or I don't know, any invitation. What about you, Noha? Can you tell us about the last time you were invited, maybe to lunch or dinner, something like this, to somebody's home, to a friend
Yes,
maybe or a relative?
2 weeks.
Two
A
weeks
relative,
ago?
my relative. Yes, my aunt
Uh-huh.
invite us in a house outside the town,
Okay. Mhm.
and like like picnic, I think.
It was a picnic. Was it in a farm?
Yeah,
Mhm. Okay, so it's kind of a picnic, but was it at the same day? Did you go back home on the same day, or did you stay over?
in the same day.
On the same day, okay. And is there something you said when you arrived? Any specific
Yes,
greetings?
thanks for invitation
Mhm.
and checking hand and from long time. No, we not meet each other.
You haven't met each other for a long time.
Yes,
Mm,
because I'm always busy.
yeah. But what did you eat and drink? What did you have?
We drink juice and we do what's it in English? Shiwa, what?
Barbecue?
Yes, barbecue.
You had
Chicken.
barbecue, chicken barbecue.
Yes, chicken barbecue.
Mhm.
And drink coffee and laughing and speaking much. It is to change the mood and
That's
when
nice.
when you return, change it our what's it our moods and make we refresh.
Mhm. And did you? I mean, it looks like you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, was it nice?
Yes. Nice.
But for example, do you think it's difficult to have lots of these occasions, or do you think it's easy to meet relatives? And what do you think?
It's easy to meeting with relative, but this is invitation for me because I am always in work and outside the country and traveling multiple time. So not meet my aunts from long time.
So this way they had a chance to see you again.
Yes.
It's nice. I think that's nice. Okay, yeah, I agree. I think family is important.
Yes.
Now let's see someone else. Rashid, can you remember the last time you were invited, maybe by a relative or a friend, to maybe someone's home, breakfast, lunch, I don't know, dinner? I think most people invite others for lunch and dinner. Can you tell me, Rashid, the last time you were invited? if you remember. Okay, Rashid is not there. Okay, so Haib, what about you? The last time you were invited, can you remember?
Last month.
Last month, okay. And was it also your aunt or uncle or maybe a friend? Who invited you?
Yes, I had dinner with my uncle.
Ah, okay, okay. And what did you do when you met him? Did you shake hands? Did you say hello? Was there something you said?
Yes, shake hand and hello, salam alaikum.
Mhm. Okay. But how many people were there? How many guests, I mean? Not his family. I mean the people they invited, the people that your uncle invited.
My uncle's friends.
Ah, so your uncle's friends and only you, or you and your family too?
No, only me.
Only you. That's nice. Okay, but what did you have what did you eat and drink?
Uh,
Rice with something?
yes, rice and chicken.
Okay. And did you have fun? Did you enjoy the dinner? Was it nice?
Yes, nice.
Okay. Do you like rice a lot? Rice and chicken?
Yes, nice.
Okay, okay, that's nice. All right, so now let's move on to the next exercise here. So here we want to use our imagination a little bit, okay? So in this exercise, what they want us to do is, it says, imagine you are invited to someone's house for dinner in the UK, okay? So let's imagine we are invited to someone's home in the UK. Now, I want you to tell me if these sentences are true or false. So we only want to guess, okay? Because we don't really know. We're just gonna guess. This is the question. So the first one, it says, number one, it's polite to arrive on time.
True.
You think it's true? Okay. What about number two? It's a good idea to take some food, like cake or ice cream or something.
True.
Yes.
Yeah?
False.
True.
False. Rashid thinks false. You think it's not polite?
Yes.
Or, okay. Why do you think it's not polite?
I don't know, but I think in UK it's I don't know how to say it in English.
You think it's not polite to bring something sweet? It's not polite to bring food, you think?
Yes.
Or only, okay, say it in Arabic. What do you think?
أظني بريطانيا عيب يعني ترفع ماكلة
Hmm.
ممكن أظني تقليلا من احترامه ولا مش عارف كيف.
Maybe. Okay, we'll see. We'll find out because we have some listening and we'll see if you're right or not. Okay, so in number three, it says it's polite to shake hands with people you don't know. Is this true or false?
False. I think.
True. True.
I think true.
True. No, how you think it's false?
Yes.
Why do you think it's false to shake hands with people you don't know?
Because in UK, not accepted anybody coming to shake hand like us in Libya.
Mm.
Say hi without shake hand.
Maybe
I
like
think.
bold
Yes,
or
I think.
anything.
Sorry, what did you say, Sophia? Maybe what?
Like rude or anything.
Ah, you mean it's impolite, it's rude
Yes,
to shake someone's hands if you don't know them.
Yeah.
maybe.
I think.
Okay. What do you think?
Yes. Think this is not true from UK people.
For British people, it's not true. Okay. What about, is it okay to kiss people you don't know on the cheek?
Also false. False.
No, false.
This is worse than shaking hands of people you don't know. You just jump and try to kiss them on the cheek. Okay, so most of you think it's false. All right, number 5. It's okay to smoke without asking. What do you think? Is
False.
this
False, false.
False.
okay? So you all agree it's false. It's rude to start eating before the host or hostess.
False.
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 True or false?
Because it's rude.
True.
It's true.
Rude.
It's
Yes.
rude. It's rude to eat before the host or
Host
hostess.
or hostess, yes.
Mm. But what
What
if
mean rude?
rude? It means opposite of polite. Opposite.
True, true.
rude راشد يعني زي غير لائق غير لبق يعني
عادي.
عيب ايوه هيك بمعنى عكس polite هي هذه الفكرة دي محفوظة من عكس بعض. Rude is the opposite of polite. So most of you think it's true, but for example, what if you're hungry? Is it okay if you're hungry to eat before your host?
Even wait.
No.
If you're very, very hungry, no? You can't eat before your hostess or host?
Take excuse. Take excuse.
Yeah, you can ask, please, can I eat? I'm hungry.
It's okay, wait some 1 minute.
Yes, but maybe maybe it takes more than 1 minute. Maybe your host is busy or talking or I don't know, doing something. Anyways, but
maybe the
okay.
lunch barbecue.
Yeah, or maybe if they're busy, you can eat without them seeing you, right? If it's a barbecue, for example, maybe the host is busy doing something and you can eat. Nobody will see you. If nobody sees you, it's not rude, right? I think it's okay.
Yes.
I think it's only rude if the host sees you. Then yes, it's rude. But if the host doesn't see you, then I think it's okay.
بالدرجة يعني.
Okay, so number 7. It's okay to leave 10 minutes after the meal. Is this okay?
Oh.
So you finish eating and you say, okay, salam alaikum, I have to go. Is this okay? Or do you think
No.
it's rude?
False.
False.
Okay, so this is false maybe. Okay, last one. It's rude to ask how much people, it's rude to ask people how much they earn. So what does this question mean exactly?
What's the meaning?
Earn, it means how much money you make,
True.
your
Okay.
job, your salary.
Yes, true.
Rude.
It's rude. But maybe you want to know.
Even your relative can't ask this question.
Okay. Remember that all of this is about the UK. So
Libya.
in Libya, is
Can't ask.
in Libya you can ask, right? No, but in Libya they ask actually. I think it's a normal. I don't know. I think many people in Libya ask. They usually ask you. But do you think? Okay, let's talk a little bit about Libya. Do you think it's rude in Libya to ask about how much money you make? Is it? Do you think it's rude? Not
Yes.
rude.
True.
Is it rude?
No, rude.
It's
For me,
rude.
it's rude.
No, according.
So it's different from one person to another.
Yes, to another, yes. According what the benefit from the question.
But the benefit is only for the person who's asking, not for the person who's being asked. There's no benefit if someone asks you and you tell them, what's the benefit for you? There's no benefit.
Maybe
No,
want
maybe
to help you.
colleague, maybe like same work, maybe.
Maybe you mean you have the same position in the
Yes.
company and you want to see
Yes,
if your colleague or your
a
friend.
private clinic or anything like this. Yeah.
Okay, but here it means you're not asking it in a social way, right? You're asking it in a professional way. So for example, let's say maybe you're an engineer, okay, and you work for a company, right? And then your friend says there's this new engineering company, it's really good. So you ask your
Yes.
friend, how much money do they
You
give?
earn.
Or do you
Yes.
earn in this company? So your friend will tell you, and you say, oh, this is more than my company. I should move
أيوة.
there. And your friend will say, yes, you can join us.
Yes.
Yeah, I think in this way, it's not true. I agree with you, Sophia. I think it's not true. But I think the question, the way they're asking it, this one in number 8, I think it's more.
About invitation.
Yeah, exactly.
You bring food and
exactly. It's in an invitation or a social setting. It's not in a professional setting. It's not related to work. You know, قصك سوا خلاص هو هيك السؤال الجاي.
yes.
I think. So, anyways, so let's find out. Let's see if our answers are right, wrong. We also have a few answers where we have different opinions, so we'll also compare. Okay, I just want to ask a question. Can you hear me clearly, or do you hear some noise? Can you hear some noise?
No.
No? Is my voice clear?
Clear. Clear.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, okay. All right, so let's move on to our next exercise. So here we're going to do some listening. And of course, this means we can check all this information. But let me explain to you what we're going to listen to. So we have Isabel from Argentina, okay? So this is Isabel on the left, and she's asking her friend Louise for advice, all right? So we're gonna listen and tick the sentences that Louise says are true, all right? So this means we're gonna go back to number 2, and Louise is from the UK, she's British, and this means Louise is going to show us the answers, all right? So this is what we're gonna do. But let me just check the number of the track, 42. Okay, so let's go to track 42. Let me play it for you. All right, let's take a look. Track 42. Track 42, track 42, CD2, track 42. Okay. Is it CD1 or CD2? 48, track 48, not 42. Okay. So track 42, 48. Okay, here it is.
You know Sam, my new boyfriend?
Yes.
Well, his parents have invited us to dinner this evening.
Oh, that's nice.
And I don't want to do anything wrong. Can you give me some advice?
Yes, of course. What do you want to know?
Okay, the first thing, what time should I arrive?
Well, you shouldn't arrive late. British people are usually on time, as you know.
Not even a few minutes?
Well, a few minutes is okay, but it's a bit rude to arrive more than 15 minutes late.
Right. Should I take something to eat, like cake or ice cream?
British people don't often take food, but we usually take something for the hostess, like flowers or a bottle of wine or some chocolates.
That's good to know.
And when you meet someone you don't know, it's polite to shake hands. British people often kiss their friends on the cheek, but not people they don't know.
Oh, yes, I knew that.
Oh, another thing. You must ask the hostess if you can smoke, and you mustn't smoke at the table. These days, most British people don't smoke, and if they do, they usually go outside.
Right.
Oh, and you should wait for the hostess to start eating first. And you must say you like the food, even if it's terrible. Anything else? Oh, yes. British people like to sit and talk for an hour or two after they've had dessert, so you shouldn't leave immediately after the meal.
Right. And is there anything I shouldn't talk about?
No, not really. You can talk about anything. Places you've been to, work, family, and the weather, of course. But you mustn't ask people how much they earn. British people think that's rude.
Okay, thanks a lot. That's really useful.
No problem. I'm sure you'll have a great time. So, what are you going to wear?
Okay. So what about our answers? Which ones are correct? What do you think?
First, correct.
The first one is correct.
Second, false.
False. Should be leave immediately.
False.
No, I mean number 2. Taking food. Is it a good idea?
Where?
Here, question number 2.
No, something for the house.
Here, is
Yes,
this true or false?
No. False.
False.
False. Better to take
Flowers or
gift
chocolate.
for the house.
Yes, it's better to take chocolate, flowers, a bottle of wine, something for the hostess, but not food. It doesn't mean it's rude to take food. It's just not.
Yes.
It's not a good idea. That's all. Just bring
Yes.
something else. Chocolate or
Yes.
flowers is better. This is the idea. All right, number 3. Is it polite to shake hands with people you don't know?
False.
It's false or true?
Polite.
Polite.
It's polite.
Polite shake hand, yes.
No,
Yeah.
people you don't know.
Answer this question wrong.
Yeah, we answered it. It's true.
Yes,
Because-
answer wrong.
Yeah, because she said that, for example, if you're invited to a dinner party, for example, let's say you're a guest and you're invited to a dinner party and there are many people you don't know. So it's polite to shake hands with the people you don't know.
Yes.
It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. Of course, you can say hi, you can just wave, but it's polite to shake hands. All right, so number 4, it's okay to kiss people you don't know on the cheek. This is false, and this means our answer is correct.
True.
Yeah, our answer is right. Okay, number 5, it's okay to smoke without asking.
False.
False.
Yeah,
Our answer is
Outside
right.
smoking.
only outside. It means our answer is correct.
Or
Number 6, it's I think our answer is correct too, right?
yes.
Yeah, so it's rude. It's okay. Number 7, it means our answer is also correct, right?
Dessert, I think.
Yeah, after dessert, she said that British people like to talk. Can you remember for how long they like to talk? She mentioned British people like to talk she said for an hour or 2.
Yes, a place and work and family.
Yeah, you can talk about anything you want. But is it okay to
speak about how much they earn?
Yes, rude.
Yeah, it's rude. You shouldn't ask anybody in a dinner party. Don't ask how much money they earn, how much money they make. You shouldn't ask. Okay, very nice. So this means I think we only have maybe 1 or 2 mistakes only. Our guesses are good, I think. We had good guesses. All right, so let's take a look at the second part of the question. Let me see your answers, and if we need to, we can listen again to check. So who is Isabel going to dinner with? With who?
Family of her friend?
Her parents' boyfriend.
You mean her boyfriend's parents?
Yes,
Yes.
that's it.
Yeah, that's right. So Isabel is going to dinner with her boyfriend's parents. Okay, so number 2, I think we talked about this. What are good presents to take for the hostess?
Flowers or chocolate?
Flowers, chocolate, correct. All right, number 3, who usually starts eating first?
The host.
The host or hostess, yes. Okay, next question. What do British people usually do after dinner?
After dessert,
Take dessert.
They take dessert, and after dessert?
Speaking.
Yeah, talking. They chat. They just have a chat, right?
Yeah.
And what about the topics? What can you talk about? Is there a topic you can, I mean, what are the topics usually people talk about?
Place, work, family.
Yeah, holidays, travel, work, family, life. Can you talk about politics and religion with in a British?
Better to avoid it.
Better to avoid it.
No.
No, you can't. Not in Libya. I'm speaking about in a British dinner party. Is it okay to talk about?
No, same.
I think no.
You think it's rude? Better not
Rude,
to.
yes.
Okay. Yeah, maybe it's too sensitive, right? You shouldn't talk about it. Okay. Now, so we get the idea. So our lesson is all about things we can do, things we should do, things we shouldn't do. So now let's talk a little bit about grammar, and let's talk about the differences between should, shouldn't, must, mustn't, okay? So first of all, let's take a close look at these nice four examples here. So the first one, it says you should wait for the hostess to start eating first. The second example, it says you shouldn't leave immediately after the meal. Number 3, you must say you like the food. Number 4, you mustn't smoke at the table.
What's the difference?
Good question. This is what we want to find out. We want to find out the difference between should, shouldn't, must, and mustn't. So here we have 2 rules. So the first rule, it says we use should and something to give advice, and we use something and something to give very strong advice.
Yes.
What do you
Must
think?
and must.
Must and mustn't for what, Saib?
Strong advice.
Very good. Yeah, right. So we use must and mustn't to give strong advice. This is the idea. And we use should and what to give advice?
Shouldn't.
So should and shouldn't to give advice. That's correct. So let's write should and shouldn't here. All right, now the second part of the question is here they're asking you which verb form do we use after should and shouldn't and after must and mustn't?
In infinitive, I think.
Okay, let's check. So here we have wait, infinitive. We have leave, infinitive. Say, infinitive. And smoke, infinitive. So you're right, Saib, yes. This means we need to use an infinitive after these verbs, after these words, all right? Okay, so now I'd like you to make a question here. So let's find someone else. So where's Smiha? Okay, Salma. Here in part C, Salma, it says, what are the positive and negative short answers for question number 2 here? Can you see the question?
Yeah.
Okay, can you make it into a question?
Okay. What time should I arrive?
Correct, very good. And the second one, what about the second one?
Should I take something to eat?
Correct. So the first one is a WH question, and the second one, it's a yes/no question. So let me write it. What time should I arrive? And here it says, should I take something to eat? Should I take something? Okay, who can answer the second question? Because it's a yes/no question. So how do we answer it? What do you think, Noha? This question, the second one.
Yes, I think no, you shouldn't.
Okay, if it's no, what do we say?
No, you better to you shouldn't take,
Correct.
Shouldn't.
No, you shouldn't. That's it. This is if the answer is no. But what if the answer is positive? What do we say? What do you
Yes,
think?
you should.
Yes, you should. That's it. So this means you can make yes/no questions using should, right? But can you
Yeah.
can you translate it for us? No, what do you think the translation is?
Translation.
Of should I take something to eat? What do you think the translation is?
يعني speak in Arabic.
Yeah, say it بالليبي كيف نقولوا فيها should I take something to eat?
المفروض ناخذ معي حاجة.
Yes, exactly. This is what it means. You know, and if you want to do it in English, maybe you can say, but it's going to be longer if you explain it. I think this is the shortest way to say it, right? Because if you want to use other words, you will have to say, do you think it's a good idea if I take something to eat? Right? It's a lot longer. يعني شوفي الشد هي قديش اختصرت علينا كلمات. فكويسة يعني تساعدكم. So لو ما نبوش نستعملوها نقدر نستغنوا عليها ونستعمل present simple بس حيكون في كلمات أكثر. Do you think it's a good idea if I take something to eat? So it's it's a bit of a stupid question. It's too long. Just say should. Should is a lot better. Should I take something to eat? Yeah. Yes, you should. No, you shouldn't. كتبت I المفروض you. غلطت. So yes, you should. Yes, you should. Yes, you should. All right, so this answer is correct. All right, Suhaib, everyone, is it clear the difference between should and must and shouldn't and
Yes.
mustn't? Yeah, so must and mustn't is, it's stronger. It's a little stronger than should and shouldn't. Okay? So before we do the exercise, I want to take you to the summary. Let's see if we have any nice tips to check on page 144. So let me take you there. Let's take a quick look. 66. So let's see. So we want to talk about should and shouldn't, must and mustn't. Here it is. Okay, let's see if there's anything new. Should and shouldn't for advice, must and mustn't for strong advice. We need to use infinitive after them. Shouldn't arrive, must ask. Okay, this is the question word. Much time should I arrive? Should I take something? Yes, you should. No, you shouldn't. Right, so we have some very nice tips here. They're easy but nice. Okay, so first tip, can you please read it for us? Noha here. What does the first tip tell us?
We often use I don't think with should I. Don't think you should go to work.
That's right.
We often use.
So here, of course, think and don't think is optional, but they use it a lot with should. So for example, I don't think you should go to work. يعني بدل ما يقولها لك على طول you shouldn't go to work هيستعمل بدلها I don't think. Well, I think you should go to work. I don't think you should go to work. Or for example, let's say, for example, you want to buy a new phone. So you say to your friend, I'm gonna buy a new phone. Your friend will tell you, I don't think you should buy that phone. يعني عندنا طريقتين صح هما، لكن نوريكم الفرق يستعمل فيها أكثر. مثلا your friend will say you shouldn't buy that phone, right? هذه صحيحة ما فيها شيء. Shouldn't buy that phone. لكن النقطة اللي بوصلها لكم أن you know in Britain in the UK شائع أكثر أن صاحبك أو صديقك حيقول لك I don't think you should buy. This is more common. Do you get the idea? So I don't think you should buy that phone. So this is the tip. And يضيفوا في الphrase yeah, I think, I don't think. All right, so this is the first tip. And if you want to make it into a question, this is how you make it into a question. Do you think I should, just like this, do you think I should take some food? So you can say يعني بإمكاننا نستعمله should I take some food زي اللي عندنا اللي اخترناها هي ماشي حالها ما فيها شيء، بس أيضا احتمال حنسمعها بالكيفية هي حيحولها ل British English، حيحولها ل present simple. Do you think I should take some food? All right. Okay, so this tip is also very important. So Haib, can you read this tip for us, please? The one about advice here, because this one is.
The word advice is uncountable. Can you give me some advice? Not can you give me.
Correct. Okay. So this means with the word advice, we cannot say an advice. Do you get the idea? It's not like in Arabic. إحنا بالعربي نقدر نقول نصيحة، نصيحتين، 3 نصايح، 4. You know, we can count them in Arabic, no problem. But in English, you can't count advice. You can say some advice, a lot of advice, good advice, but you can't say an advice. So this is actually a common mistake. All right, so آخر نقطتين. So we have must and mustn't. So must, we can use it to talk about things which are necessary, and mustn't, we use it for something that is prohibited. Who can explain to me what it means? Rashid, let's see if Rashid's still here. Rashid, what does it mean when we say something is necessary? Is necessary. What do you think it means when we say something is necessary? And you can check the example. You must pay this bill by the 30th of May. What do you think?
It's necessary.
Yeah, but what does it mean when we say necessary? Is it something like, I mean, is it something very important, or you don't, do you have to do it, or
Yeah.
or you don't have to do it?
You have
Correct.
to do it.
That's it. This is the meaning of necessary. It means you have to do it. But what about this word, prohibited? What does it mean to talk about something prohibited?
The opposite of necessary.
It means it's okay, you can do it, no problem. Is that what it means? Or do you think it has another meaning? What do you think, Naha? When we say something is...
This danger to avoid it must be not do this mean.
But I mean, are you allowed to do it or not allowed?
Not allowed.
Not allowed. This is the idea. So when something is prohibited, it means you're not allowed to do it, right? So for example, if we say it's smoking is prohibited on airplanes, what does this mean? Is it optional? Is it okay to smoke or not okay?
Not okay.
Not okay. This is the meaning of prohibited. It means not allowed. You can't do it. It's illegal. It's dangerous. It's against the law. Do you get the idea? So this is the meaning of prohibited. So Rashid, do you get the idea of prohibited, what it means?
Yes.
It's not the opposite of necessary. Prohibited, what is it in Arabic, Rashid? Prohibited, when something is prohibited. شنو قصد بالعربية؟ What do you think?
I don't know.
You don't know?
ممنوع.
ممنوع. Right, Safiya, that's correct. So prohibited شيء ممنوع غير مسموح. Prohibited, it means you can't do it. You're not allowed to do it. ممنوع. Prohibited. So this is what it means. All right, so now we know how to use should and shouldn't, and we know how to use must and mustn't. So this means we're going to go back and we're going to use this in the exercise. So we have a nice exercise here, and we want to use should, shouldn't, must, mustn't. Okay, we have some nice listening first. Okay, so before we do the exercise, let me take a look. Oh, we don't have an exercise. We only have listening, and then we have, okay, so we have 2 listening. All right, so number 5, let me explain number 5 for you. So it says here, T at the end of words. So this needs a little bit of attention. So I'm just going to show you what we're going to do now. Can you see the letter T at the end of these words? Can everyone see it here? The bold,
Yes.
the bold T,
Yes.
this one. All right. So what the question wants here, it says, in which sentences do you hear the T in bold? So this means we're not going to hear it in all the sentences. Do you get the idea? So I want you to guess first. In which sentences do you think we're going to hear it? And in which sentences do you think we're not going to hear it? Who can make a guess? What do you think, Rashid?
The first one, I think, came.
So in the first one, you can hear the T. You think we're gonna hear it? Or not hear the T? هنا Rashid, number 5, this one, the listening. Can you see it? So let me put a sentence here.
Yes.
So the question هو يصل فيك.
نحسبها رقم 9.
No, مازال ما وصلناش. So number 5, let me explain the question. It says هنا بيصل فيك أما T's حتسمعهم. لأن في منهم حيبانوا. We're gonna be able to listen to them, but some of them are, it's like they're silent. So here I'm just wondering, I want you to guess, which of them do you think we'll be able to hear, and which of them do you think we won't be able to hear? What do you think?
The first one and the second.
So number 1A, you think we are going to hear the T? And
Yes.
also number 1B, you think we're going to hear the T?
Yes.
And number 2A?
No.
No. Number 2B also no?
Yes. No.
Okay. And number 3A?
Yes.
And number 3B?
Yes.
Okay. So this is your guess. Do you agree, Naha? Do you think this is
Yes.
what?
Number 3, we listen, mustn't during listening.
Mustn't.
Clear.
Mustn't.
But here, but the first T هي silent في كل الأحوال أصلا. التي الأولى ندوي لكم
Yes.
هي في كل الأحوال silent anyways. لكن الدوا كلها تبع التي الأخيرة.
Bold.
Yeah, the bold T, exactly, the last T. So you think it's silent or not silent? Which ones do you think it's silent? Not in your opinion.
Number 1, I think silent.
Number 1 is silent in A and B both.
Shouldn't. Yes.
Okay.
Shouldn't. Not clear, I think. But with must, I think.
Okay, so now I'm going to play it for you. I'm going to play the track, and I want you to listen and tell me what do you think. So let me play it for you. Okay. Okay, so let me go there. Okay, track 49. Let me take you to track 49. Okay, so let's listen. I want you to pay attention, okay?
Didn't arrive late.
B. You shouldn't leave immediately. 2. A.
You must ask the hostess.
B. And you must say you like the food. 3. A.
You mustn't smoke at the table.
B. You mustn't ask people how much they earn.
What do you think now?
Number 3, clear.
In both examples, it's clear?
Yes, 3A and B, I think.
Okay.
And number 1, A, I'm not losing clear, but B, not silent T, I think.
Okay.
And number 2, number A, 2A, clear, but B, not silent, I think.
Okay, now this is correct. I'm going to so you're right. You're actually right. The first T is clear, right? Number 2A, the first T is clear, and the second T is silent, right? You're right. Okay, what else? But I'm not sure about the other ones. Like bank. 3. What about 3?
I think both.
Both silent or both clear?
Both clear.
Okay. Let's see other opinions. Safia, what do you think? What did you hear?
Number 3 ولا 1 2 3
انت اللي اي واحدة منهم سمعتها قولين
3
عليها.
A و B I heard.
Okay. And number 1? Did you hear number 1?
Number 1 first one here, second not clear.
The first one you heard and the second not clear.
Yes.
Okay. So the first one you heard and are you talking about number 1 or number 3 now? Safia, which one did you talk about?
لا 3 both clear.
Okay.
One first one clear second one not clear.
Okay.
يعني A و B.
A clear or B مش clear, right?
Yes.
Okay, this is also correct. Sohaib, did you hear number 3? Do you have any comments about number 3, A and B? Did you hear that? Or maybe Salma? What about you, Salma?
A clear and B no opposite. A not clear and B clear.
That's also correct, but I'm going to play the listening again to listen. You know, you need.
I think
I think one not clear and A not clear and B clear.
Correct.
I think related to the verb following the T, this is the first verb. Well or constant, I think.
Yes, that's it. That's the idea. You're absolutely right. Yes. If there's a vowel, if there's a vowel after the T,
Like
then
ask.
the T, like ask or arrive, then the T becomes kind of clear, تبان أكتر. هو حتى اللي يقول لك عليها silent هي ممكن مش silent 100% لكن أخف هي اللي لما تجي بعدها consonant. You get the idea?
Yes, number 3 clear B. What's A?
Correct. It's not very clear. احنا غير لأننا نعرفها كسبيلنج نشوفها في المخيلة يعني عادية. but لكن لو تركزوا في حرف T, if you just pay attention to the T, you won't hear it. مش هتسمعوا صوت T. Now I'm going to play it one last time so you can check.
Track 49. 1. A.
You shouldn't arrive late.
B.
You shouldn't leave immediately.
2. A.
You must ask the hostess.
B.
And you must say you like the food.
3. A.
You mustn't smoke at the table.
B.
You mustn't ask people how much they earn.
Okay. طبعا ملاحظتها صعب شوية لأن هي أول حاجة مش stressed هتمشي بسرعة وخفيفة at the same time. بس لو منبطئها شوية حتكون بالشكل هذا. You shouldn't arrive. Because consonant and vowel حيصير في linking sound. لكن هذه لأن في زوز consonant it sounds like this. You shouldn't leave. التي ما تطلعش بوضوح. You shouldn't leave. نفس القصة في must. Number 2A. You must task. كأن تقولوا task. You must task. But the next one, you must say. يعني التي ما تطلعش من الأس للأس على طول. You must say you like the food. You must say. نفس القصة في smoke. You mustn't smoke. من النون من الأس من الN لحد الأس. يعني المهم هو موضوع مش يعني جانبي نوعا ما بس هذا يصير يعني. Okay, so this means if we're gonna use the rules, it says we usually say the T, I think we answered this. We usually say it before a vowel. This is what Noah said. And we usually don't say the T before a consonant. So this is the idea. All right, now they want us to listen to the script. I think we can skip this. Listen again and practice. I don't think we need to do this. Okay, so we're going to listen to the rest of the story. Now you can see Isabel. This is her boyfriend, and these are her boyfriend's parents. So it says here, Isabel is having dinner with Sam, and his parents listen to their conversation. What advice do Sam's parents give her? Okay, so I want you to make some guesses. I want you to guess, what do you think Sam's mother and Sam's father are going to say to Isabel? Or what advice do you think they will give her? But before you do it, I'll just be back. I need a minute and I'll be right back, okay? So we're gonna listen and we will find out what advice Sam's parents give to Isabella. So I'll be back just a second. Okay, any guesses about what Sam's parents what advice they'll give to Isabella? Do you have any guesses? What do you think now?
I think about visit place in UK maybe because she's from Argentina.
Okay, so maybe they'll tell her good places to visit, interesting places to. Okay, this is a good guess. Yeah. What else?
Maybe speak about food in nature. Okay.
Okay. You mean cultural things about the UK?
Yes, culture. Yes, culture of UK. Or maybe she's speaking about her food in Argentina because have special food in culture in Argentina, I think.
Okay. Maybe you're right. What do you think, Sohaib? What do you think Sam's parents will say to, or what advice do you think they'll give Isabella?
I think they ask her about her family.
But only ask her about their family. You don't think they'll give her any advice? No advice?
I don't know.
You're not sure, but maybe ask about the family. I think that might be right. What do you think, Rashid? What do you think his parents
Maybe
will...
maybe about the food he like and he don't like.
Okay, so they'll talk mainly about food, you think?
Maybe
Okay.
asking about her study and if she wanted to study here.
Good guess. Maybe they want to ask her about her, study, work. Does she want to study in the UK? Does she want to?
Maybe where she leave this good place or not? He must change to another or something like this.
Okay, very nice guesses, all of them. Now let's listen and let's find out.
This is delicious.
Thank you, Isabel.
Yes, Mum's food is always delicious. Have you been to England before, Isabel?
Yes, when I was 16, I came here to study English. I went to a language school in Bath.
And where have you been this time?
Well, last week I went back to Bath to visit some friends. That was really nice.
And what are you planning to do with the rest of your time here?
I don't know, really.
Well, you should go to Cambridge to see the university. It's really beautiful. We've got some friends there. I'm sure you can stay with them if you like.
That sounds great. Thank you.
And Sam should take you to London to see the sights, of course. Yes, maybe.
Oh, yes. And you must go on the London Eye while you're there.
What's that?
It's a big wheel, about 150 metres high, and there's a wonderful view of the whole city from the top.
Oh, yes, I know what you mean. We must go there, Sam. And I want to go to Oxford Street to do some shopping.
Oh, no.
I need to buy some presents for my family, and I want to get some new clothes. Maybe we can go on Saturday?
Clothes shopping? In London on a Saturday afternoon? You're joking.
Sam!
Okay. So what did they say? What advice did they give Isabel?
About the study.
About the study and about place must be visit.
Correct. Yeah. What else? Anything else? They said you should. What did they say? You should what?
Go to London and Cambridge University.
Okay. They said you should go to Cambridge University, right?
And should go
London Eye.
to London Eye.
Yes, she said. But what did she say? Did she say you should visit London Eye, or did she say you must go to London Eye?
You must.
But why did she say that?
Should.
You should? Did she say you should?
I think no.
Okay, before we listen again to check, I'd like you to make a few more guesses here in number 9. Let's try to complete these. And then we'll see if your guesses or if your answers are right or not. So the first one, it says, I came here to study what?
English.
Okay. Then the second one, it says, I went back to Bath to visit some
University. Some friends.
Some friends, maybe. Okay. And number 3, you should go to Cambridge to see the
University.
So maybe university here.
Yes.
And then she said, Sam should take you to
London.
London?
Just London?
London, I think.
Okay. London.
London Eye.
London Eye. What's London Eye? What is it, London Eye?
It's a place.
Okay. It's a place. What kind of place?
You can see
Big wheel.
It's a big wheel.
Yes.
And there's a statue in it.
There's a statue?
Yes.
I think you're talking about New York, the statue. Do you mean the Statue of Liberty?
Yes.
Is that in London or New York?
No, I don't remember.
No, okay. Does anybody know the Statue of Liberty?
No.
No?
Talk about what?
No, I'm asking about this. I think Suhaib was talking about the statue. Do you know
not the Liberty.
There's another statue in the UK?
Yes.
What's the statue in the UK? Which one? Is it a building or a statue?
I think about history, and I don't remember.
Is it famous? Is it in London?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Anyways, number 5. I want to go to Oxford Street to do some what?
Shopping.
Some shopping and paying
some shopping, maybe.
Gifts for her family.
Okay, let's check all of these answers. Let's listen one last time, and let's see if all of these are right or not.
Track 50.
This is delicious.
Thank you, Isabel.
Yes, Mum's food is always delicious. Have you been to England before, Isabel?
Yes, when I was 16, I came here to study English. I went to a language school in Bath.
And where have you been this time?
Well, last week I went back to Bath to visit some friends. That was really nice.
And what are you planning to do with the rest of your time here?
I don't know, really.
Well, you should go to Cambridge to see the university. It's really beautiful. We've got some friends there. I'm sure you can stay with them if you like.
That sounds great. Thank you.
And Sam should take you to London to see the sights, of course. Yes, maybe.
Oh, yes. And you must go on the London Eye while you're there.
What's that?
It's a big wheel, about 150 metres high, and there's a wonderful view of the whole city from the top.
Oh, yes, I know what you mean. We must go there, Sam. And I want to go to Oxford Street to do some shopping.
Oh, no.
I need to buy some presents for my family, and I want to get some new clothes. Maybe we can go on Saturday?
Clothes shopping? In London on a Saturday afternoon? You're joking.
Sam!
Okay. Does Sam want to take Isabel shopping? Does he want to take her shopping?
No.
No? Why not? Why doesn't he want to take her shopping? What do you think?
Maybe he don't like shopping.
Good answer. Maybe he doesn't like shopping, maybe. But what else? Any other reason?
Because closed on Saturday.
Because what? Sorry, Naha?
Closed. Shopping closed on Saturday evening.
Shopping is closed. But if it's closed, do you think she will ask to go there if it's closed? What do you think now? Would she ask for? Would she ask to go shopping on Saturday if she knew it was closed?
No, he mean clothes.
Clothes. I thought you said closed. Sorry. Can you repeat your point again, please, Naha? I think I didn't hear you well. Naha, are you there?
Closed. I'm listening. Closed. You listen?
Your phone. Is it in?
He said closed.
Closed. Is it in the charger? تليفونك في الشحن.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can you remove it? There is
Yeah, I remove. Sorry, because there was no electricity now coming. I put my phone in charge.
But do you have charge? Do you have charge? ولا بيكمل? I mean, do you have enough?
Yes. لا okay, good.
اوكي. لأن شنو يصير يبدا يتداخل مع الميكروفون يدير في صوت زي.
Yes. About 40, yes.
So can you repeat your point, please? I think I didn't hear you well. What was your point?
I think he said closed in evening. He said closed in evening.
But I don't think that's right, because she said we should go there on Saturday. On Saturday we can go shopping. So she knows it's open. But my question is, why doesn't he want to take her? Why is he so, he was so shocked, if you remember. He said, you want to go to Oxford Street on a Saturday afternoon, go shopping on Oxford Street.
Maybe overcrowded.
That's the reason.
Maybe overcrowded.
Correct. It's overcrowded. Oxford Street is like Jraba in Tripoli. It's usually it's always crowded. Do you get the idea? So it's famous for being crowded, especially at the weekend. So he doesn't want to get stuck in traffic. Do you get the idea? So that's why he doesn't want to take her there. Anyways, let's move on. Let's talk a little bit about number 10. Now, there's something in English called infinitive of purpose. This is easy and nice and very useful. Maybe the most useful and also maybe the easiest rule or tip in grammar, in my opinion. Okay, now my question is, do these two sentences have the same meaning or not? Can you see these two sentences? Can you read them and can you tell me, do they have the same meaning or do they have a different meaning?
I think the same meaning.
Selma thinks the same. Sohaib thinks the same. What do you think, Rashid? Do they have the same meaning? Do they have different meanings? What do you think, Rashid? Okay, Rashid's not there. Safia, what do you think? Same meaning, different meaning?
Yes, same meaning.
Same meaning.
But different structure.
Different structure, good point. Okay, all of your answers are correct. It's the same meaning. But which sentence do you think is better? The first one or the second?
First one. It's light.
It's light. Okay. Do you agree, Sophia? Do you think the first one is better than the second one?
Yes, I told it.
Okay, that's your opinion, but I know Sophia agrees with Sophia. I'm asking if your classmates agree with you, if they have the same opinion.
Okay. Yes, we agree.
You agree?
We agree.
You agree. Selma, would you agree? Do you think the first one is better than the second?
Yes, I agree.
I agree too, actually, yes. I agree with Sophia, yes. The first one is a lot better because it has the same meaning in less words. And usually if you can say the same thing with less words, this is usually a good thing. So this is called infinitive of purpose. But now my question is, what does purpose mean, this word? What does it mean, purpose? What does it mean? Okay, let me give you a better question. So why did Isabel come to the UK? Why did she come to the UK?
To study.
Yes.
Study English?
Correct, to study English. So what does purpose mean?
الغرض من
Yes. الغرض. Purpose عادة يقصد به الغرض من الشيء. So infinitive of purpose means أنه يشرح لك الغرض من غير استعمال عدد كبير من الكلمات. You know, just say to and use the verb. That's it. To and infinitive. بس. So you can say I'm studying English, or I'm improving my English to travel abroad, or I wake up early to avoid the traffic, or for example, I do exercise to stay fit. Do you get the idea? So all of these examples we're using we're using infinitive to show purpose. So here, I want you to choose the right rule here. It says to say why we do something, we often use infinitive or infinitive with to. What's the right answer? Is it infinitive or infinitive with to? Which one?
Infinitive with to.
Right, that's it. Okay, then we have a tip. This tip says we can also use for to say why we do something. So this is like a purpose for nouns, not for verbs. Look at this example. I went to the shops for some milk. Do you get the idea? So it's like saying I went to the shop to buy some milk. To buy some milk. نقدر نغيرها بدل to buy some milk for some milk. Do you get the idea? But when you use for, it has to be a noun. So for example, you can say, yesterday I went to work early for a meeting. So if someone asks you, why did you go to work early? You can say, I went to work early for the meeting, right? So Suhaib, can you translate this sentence? How can you translate this sentence in how would you do it? This one.
I went to the shops for some milk. يعني مشيت للمحل عشان أجيب حليب.
لكن هي ما فيش كلمة نجيب.
مشيت للمحل عشان الحليب يعني هيك.
صح، لكن هو المعنى ضمني، هو حتى هي مش موجودة، هو هذا المعنى اللي قلتها صح، لأنك أنت بتجيبها الحليب صح. لكن الفكرة أن لو تلاحظ الكلمة هذه ما فيهاش إلا went، هو الفعل الوحيد اللي في الجملة. تيجي the idea، أنا مشيت للمحل علشان الحليب أو على خاطر الحليب أو that's the idea. Anyways, it's I think you get the idea. It's not too difficult to use, and I think it's quite useful. So now I want you to take a look at sentences number 9. Okay, I'm just going to check. Name 6 places. Okay, this means we need to take a look at the summary first. and then we can do the exercise. So let me take you to the summary. So infinitive of purpose, here it is. نشوف لو في أي نقاط. Okay, ما فيش أي نقاط إضافية. I came here because I want to study English for milk. Okay, ما فيش حاجة إضافية. We can go back. All right, now let's do the next exercise. So here they want us to find all the infinitives of purpose in example number 9. So let's take a look together at here, number 9. Let's try to find all the infinitives of purpose. So let's start with number 1. Where is the infinitive of purpose? In point number 1, where is it? Who can show me?
Study.
To study, right. What about number 2?
Visit.
Correct. What about number 3?
See.
To see or to see?
Go.
To see.
Is it with to or without to?
To.
With two.
With
To see.
To see. Correct. What about go? Is it an infinitive
Go
of purpose? ولا مش infinitive of purpose?
No, not for purpose.
Not for purpose. لأن هذه تتبع لل should, because after should we should always use infinitive بعد should. Okay, what about number 4? Where's the infinitive of purpose in number 4?
To see.
Correct.
See.
Correct. And the last example?
To do.
To do.
Okay. What about to go? هي نفس الشيء ولا مش infinitive?
No.
No.
مع الشد
Infinitive, but not
infinitive
to
لكن
purpose.
مش purpose صح. لأنها تتبع لل want. If you use want, you have to use to plus infinitive بعدها. Okay? So it's not a purpose. All right, very nice. So these are some examples of infinitive of purpose. Now, okay, so we have a little bit of speaking. Let's do it before we finish. So here, let me explain the exercise. It's simple and nice. So here we are. So I want you to think of 6 places you went to, and I want you to tell me why you went there. 6 places you've been to. So, for example, you can say school, your aunt's house, uncle's house, the beach, the mall. You can give me an example of any 6 places. You can talk about different cities. You could talk about different, different countries. You can talk about any 6 places you want. All right. So let's start with Naya here. Naya, can you give us 6 places you've been to? These can be local places near your home, or even places around the world. Any places.
Okay. I want to visit Tripoli.
Okay.
No
So
time.
so place you want or you visited?
Visit from long time, but
Okay,
I want
okay.
to visit now.
Okay, no problem. But you've visited it, and you've visited Tripoli in the past. This is my point. Okay. What other places?
House my friend.
Okay.
From long time because
My friend's house. Okay. What else?
Can say another city or
Yeah,
another country.
Yeah. Of course you can.
Even I'm not visit in the past.
No. It has to be a place you visited before.
Okay. Cairo.
Okay.
Place even.
Oh, okay. Even these 3 examples I think they're good enough. You don't have to think of 6. But now what I want you to do is answer this question or these questions, but I want you to answer them using infinitive of purpose. All right. So why did you visit Tripoli? Why did you go to Tripoli?
I went to
Mhm,
Tripoli.
mhm.
I went to Tripoli to do to make exam. I think
Do. Yes.
to do exam.
Good. Excellent. I went to Tripoli to do an exam. That's a good sentence. This is an example of infinitive of purpose. I went to Tripoli to do an exam. Very nice. What about your friend's house? Why did you go to your friend's house?
To speaking and laughing.
To have fun.
To
right?
enjoy. Yes, to enjoy and make fun.
But can you use enjoy as an infinitive to enjoy?
Enjoy.
Because with enjoy you have to use لازم معاها مفعول به. لازم تقولي I enjoyed myself, he enjoyed himself, we enjoyed our time. So it's a bit difficult to use enjoy here. You can use I went to my friend's house to have fun. أحسن واحدة.
To have fun, yeah.
Yeah. So I went to my friend's
house
to have some fun. Have some fun. All right. Why did you go to Cairo?
I went to Cairo for conference, I think. Conference?
To attend.
To attend in conference, yes.
A conference. لكن مثلا لو بنستعمله الفور اللي قلنا عليها قبل شوية. Cairo مش خدنا حتى نقدر نستعمله الفور بالنسبة للnouns. So here you can say for a conference because conference is a noun, right? So you can do it both ways. سواء استعملتي to plus infinitive للpurpose للغرض, or you can just say for. I went to Cairo for a conference. Do you get the idea? All right, nice examples. Okay, who else would like to add a few examples and then use infinitive of purpose? Would you like to try, Salma? You can choose two.
Okay.
You don't have to do 3 places, just 2 places. And from the beginning, you could tell me why you went there. You can just say, I went to blah, 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 to blah, blah, blah. Do you get the idea?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I say the name of places and the reason.
But you can do it together. You can say the place and the reason in the same sentence. So you can say, I went to.
Okay. I went to school to take my books.
Good.
And to know where is my class.
Nice. I went to school to take my books and to find out where's my class. Good example. Can you give us another one?
Okay. I went to Tripoli to visit my family.
Nice. I went to Tripoli to visit. Nice examples. All right, so these are a few examples of talking about why you did something using infinitive of purpose. All right, so let me show you what we've got for our next lesson. So in our next lessons, in our next lesson, we're going to talk about culture. So it's a nice lesson. It's very interesting. We're going to talk about culture shock, and we'll also talk about should, shouldn't. We're going to continue using should, shouldn't. And we will also talk about verb patterns. Verb patterns, today I just posted a video on the page that talks about this topic. This is a very important topic, I think. And many people confuse it and they think it's related to grammar. It's not related to grammar. This is vocab. So this means if you use love, I love, you should use ing after it. I love watching TV. I love studying English. I love staying in bed, and so on. Anyways, this is an important topic. If you're interested in knowing more about it, just watch the last video I posted on the page. It talks about this topic. All right. Anyways, that's all for tonight. Thank you for your time. And I'll see you again on, I think Wednesday is holiday. I'm not sure, but I think it's holiday. It's 17th, right?
Yes.
You don't have a lesson on Wednesday into Sunday, Tuesday into Thursday. So معنا no change. This means we'll meet again on Thursday, okay? I'll see you on Thursday. All right,
Thank
so
you.
you're welcome.
Good
Good
night.
night. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Right.
Good night.